Hi everyone, we're back this week for Thursday tea break. I'm working from home today and I've got Amber back in the office, and we decided this week to talk about mediation. Mediation is a word that gets brought up quite often in our office. It is essentially something that people can access whenever there's a disagreement. This can be over a fencing dispute, money owed, children, where they live with, or any other real dispute that there is. This week we will be focusing on family mediation and what it means. The good thing about mediation is that it's not a one-size-fits-all process. It's needs and assessed for each and every person that accesses it, and that there's a mediator involved to support two people coming together. So I'll hand it over to Amber to talk about the role of the mediator.
Thanks, Chloe. So the role of the mediator is basically to be a neutral and impartial third party, and to help parties resolve their disputes. So a mediator typically is there to listen to the parties and help identify any disputes and issues, as well as any needs, goals, and then what options might be available to the parties. But the parties participating in the mediation really are in charge of the process. It's also important to know that there's a few different models that a mediator could use. So the mediator makes an assessment before the parties go to the mediation. They make an assessment of what the dynamics are like between the parties, what the history of the parties, the relationship is, and they can use a traditional model, which is basically both parties sitting in a room with the mediator present discussing the issues. They could decide that having a lawyer-assisted mediation is more appropriate. So that's where both parties have legal representation and help assist through the mediation process. They could decide that a shuttle mediation is more appropriate. And that's where both parties are in separate rooms and the mediator will go to and from both parties. And then there's also a child-inclusive mediation, which is specific for child or children's matters. And that is a way for the mediator to give the voice of the child an opportunity to be heard throughout the mediation process. Chloe, are you able to tell our viewers when family mediation may be most suitable?
Yep, for sure. So with family mediation, it's often the first step before going to court. So you can discuss things like children's arrangements. Once you separate from someone, try to resolve how your finances and property will be split. If you've already entered the court process, mediation can be used for when someone has breached a court order. And then sometimes if it looks like both people are very close to finding a solution, the court or the judge may order that they have to do mediation, and this is court-ordered mediation. So it props up before, during the court process, and then even after it, if there's disputes that have come up later, mediation is a great first step to try and figure out why another issue has arisen, or why has the issue arisen, and then try to have an outcome. The great thing about mediation, though, is because it's a place to, like you said, explore what is the issue and assess the needs. It also means that there doesn't have to be an outcome, and that is okay. And then as long as parties have had a chance to say how they felt and their concerns in the process, that's the main aim of mediation. So it's why it's such a great alternative to court. If you want to hear more about mediation and how it might help you, did you want to say, Amber, how it's best to contact us?
Yeah, so the best way to contact us is by calling our number, which is 89524055. and you can speak with a lawyer, and we can go from there.
Perfect. So if you have any ideas of stuff you want us to talk about for tea break next week, please let us know in the comments. Otherwise, keep staying safe and have a great weekend everyone.